It's the words are not coming out.
Hi there, Internet Associate. It's Anthony, and I'm here again with my good friend,
Kyland.
and we're about to react to another episode of Angel. Excuse Kylan's Minnesota accent.
If that's what you can even call it.
But so this is, what was this called? In the Dark? This is
In the Dark, yes.
season 1, episode 3. And we just last one, we just finished watching 2 Buffy episodes before this, right? Because we've been trying to follow that order. Mm-hmm. So excited to get back to Angel. Do you have any thoughts before we get into this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably gonna be like another kind of like one-off type deal. It seems like the format is kind of just like these vignettes almost. So I'm thinking we're probably gonna get another slice of life out of here. I feel like at the very least, the first couple episodes of the show are gonna just be to set the tone of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not expecting anything too plot heavy here.
Do you have any predictions based off the title of what could happen?
In the Dark?
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna take place at night, unless Whedon does something completely different with it and just makes it all during the daytime.
It might be a solar eclipse.
That'd be ironic. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. If there is a solar eclipse.
I just had a thought too, but I don't know if it's in any way influenced by my memory coming back to me subconsciously. So I'm just not going to say it, but I'm going to see if you say it at some point. So anyway.
Okay. I mean, I'm probably not. Like, I can't read your mind, Anthony.
I know, but I mean, you can watch the show, so I don't know. Anyway, well, by the end of the episode, we'll see, I guess. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I guess that's it for this intro. Let's go ahead and get into Angel season 1, episode 3, In the Dark.
Nighttime.
Yep.
Can't take this anymore.
Oh my gosh. Okay, thank goodness for Angel.
Your girlfriend too much for you?
You know, I thought that guy was Angel at first.
Are you serious?
When he first just jumped out and pushed her, it looked like Angel. Don't they got the same look?
No need, little lady.
Look who it is.
Tears of gratitude are enough.
Wait a minute. What's in he?
You see,
Yo, that's crazy. He literally was just in the last episode of Buffy.
Helping those in need's my job.
Spike knows how to entertain himself.
Up a load of sexual
and us.
tension at Angelmobile. Away.
Another Batman type thing. Look who else it is.
Oz.
Yeah.
What's he doing here?
He did say he was going to take that ring to Angel, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So awesome. Oz, I'm so happy to see you. Good old Oz. Oz.
Oz.
Let me just take a stab at this, but they're good.
Good? Good. Good.
Oz is such a loquacious fella.
We done?
Yeah.
Completely.
He's actually more
Oh,
laconic.
this is Doyle. He, air quote, works here.
Hey, yeah.
This is real fun to see. This is like an actual crossover event right here.
Us.
And it's like they're so slick with it. Like they didn't make it like extra or anything.
For real.
They always like this? No, we're usually laconic. Come on in.
Hey, there you go.
Plus, there are several strip clubs I know of that have a fabulous luncheon buffet that's really quite tasty. I've heard.
And it's from Buffy.
Yeah. Your old buddy Spike dug up Sunnydale looking for her, got a fistful of Buffy and left it behind.
Oh, that's why Spike is here.
I was having
To
a
get the
good
gem of
And she didn't
Amara.
even send a note?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe later.
Spike's gonna get the jump on them though.
Because they don't even know he's there.
Right, but
Yeah.
still going to
That's
celebrate with a drink out the pub.
He'd celebrate that.
what
with
if it's a
mailbox
full
to
moon
the
just
drink
so
time.
happens to be. That'd be too much for this episode.
Would be super convenient though. For
Yeah,
all
it would.
them.
Slick.
That's why Oz just gotta learn how to channel that inner werewolf. Use
I
it
don't
when
know
he
if it
needs
works that way in this canon though.
Yeah.
They're very strict with it only happening on like the full moon. So I'd be surprised to see if he just could. I don't know. I feel like that would be kind of like shark jumping-ish for me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Just because they've made it so important that it's otherwise, you know?
You know what I noticed that I didn't realize when we were watching them before?
Hello.
What?
Hello.
Remember?
Rachel,
Oh.
is that you?
In Buffy season 4 episode 1, she answered the phone and no one was there. And then in Angel season 1 episode 1, he called her and didn't say it.
That's something I'm looking for.
I don't know. I think Spike should have played
Angel,
that.
vamp detective now? Ooh, I'm so scared.
Should
Yeah,
have played that differently. He had the upper hand all the way.
Fireman?
he's just
See,
too
he doesn't
impulsive.
He doesn't even know where to look for the gem now. Like,
Exactly.
You and I
let's
could
say
be
you
out.
do kill Angel, then you basically lost your only.
I had a
Like,
plan.
what are you gonna do? Just
He said he had a plan, but
A good plan,
how's that good plan going?
carefully laid out. But I got bored.
Oh, okay.
Frankie Tripod, a big no.
Frankie Tripod. Oh, I get it. Some kind of three-legged monster, right?
No, he's human.
Then what's his name supposed to... Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Hey, listen.
no, he's not so... Sweat.
I figured.
It's like at this point, it's hard for us to take. What you say?
yeah, really. It's like, why is Spike so like hyped up right now?
Stranger.
I guess
Like,
because
he ain't never this much of a threat on Buffy.
Places you can go where you can stay.
he was when they first introduced him.
I know, but it hasn't been like that in a minute.
Now, half the time, you know how this whole thing starts.
It is
with
kind of
Anne
funny because
liking me?
we've seen Spike at his lowest.
I just.
Right.
This crap. Never learned, Spike.
I may be a slow learner, but
Ooh.
eventually I catch on.
Wow,
Should have called by now.
Spike. Spike is throwing me for a loop this episode, man.
Maybe not.
It's easy to forget that he's William the
Either way,
Bloody.
Spike and Stretchy's hanging 10 off the sandy shores of Malibu right about now. Wind in his hair, bikini babes are whistling.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
the first time they ever did it like that.
Oh, like on you mean on Angel, or
Yeah.
yeah.
You like kids, don't you, Marcus? Well, likes to eat. And other nasty
Wow.
things.
That was very dark.
Really, this Marcus guy is so creepy. These glasses.
Of living and so little external damage.
He looked like Dean
What
Pelton.
about internal?
Are you gonna torture me or just bore me to death?
Big words for the guy hanging from the ceiling.
Probably a little of both.
What the heck?
Someone's having shish kebab.
Shish kebab. They got this record playing and everything.
House the country.
Really?
Like these evil villains, I swear, just gotta be all rude.
Well, this is
This would be so easy if it was Spider-Man. He could just use his spider sense.
Yeah, really. You need some spiky sense.
He's having the living hell tortured out of him. And you know how stubborn he can be. He might die before he gives up the
And
ring.
he always be giving away his
don't you two
plans.
fight real
Like,
fast?
why wouldn't you just keep that information to yourself, dog?
I guess he's trying to use it as leverage
Coin of popular
to get them to tell him like he's.
But you haven't till sundown to save him.
Dwell in his demon face. Did he just use that to sense it?
So that was the spider sense he needed.
You gotta get lucky sometimes.
I could hug you.
He can't tell her.
Now come on.
Oh. Oz came through with the blickies.
Wow.
Biggest, baddest mother.
See, Spike just tries so hard to be
Oh wow.
this
I really
scary
hope they kill each
person. And then we see him like this. He puts up a good front sometimes, though. And he has killed 2 Slayers, so it's not like he hasn't proved himself
We need to
before.
get him to a hospital.
God! He's got a thing for children.
Oh my gosh.
Turn around. He can't have gone far.
This guy is so sick.
Hello, boys and girls.
I didn't even realize.
I honestly thought he meant like metaphorically or something.
Yeah, me too.
Honestly, look like he's about to do spring break or something.
Where is it?
Angel ain't one to not keep a promise. Oh. That's cool. I was kind of hoping he'd cut his whole hand off. This ring is super OP.
Yeah, it really is. Got angels out here just embracing the sunlight.
Okay.
Imagine going centuries without ever being in the sun. And finally doing it right now.
He's very pale.
Wow, that ring is pretty easy to destroy.
Yeah, but also
Rachel
pretty
girl with the
powerful.
crazy boyfriend, giving him the ring, your mom, everything. How is your mom?
How is your mom? I mean, if he had given the guy the ring, I guess he could have still just went after him like he just ended up doing anyway.
Yeah, really.
Although then again, the guy, because the guy probably was, but he didn't know the guy was going to keep it for himself, I guess. He thought he was going to give it to Spike. Which, even still, could have just taken it from Spike,
but
too.
He actually, I feel like he did kind of allude to the fact that he knew he was going to keep it for himself.
You mean like when he said that to Spike?
Yeah.
Yeah, true. So, what did you think about the episode?
I think it had a lot going for it. This is my favorite one so far.
Mhm.
I like the idea of the whole crossover thing, but they didn't even really make it like a big deal. Like it just felt like they just kind of already had their home, you know.
Yeah.
But like, it was just cool to see other characters from Buffy on here, and still have them like not like overshadow everything with like Buffy nonsense, you know.
Yeah, it felt like they kind of made them feel really acclimated into the Angel tone and universe very naturally. Like Spike kind of felt like, even though he was still the same old Spike, it also felt like he fit the mood that Angel, the show, has started to build already. So, yeah.
Yeah, they really were trying to gas Spike up this episode. Like, they took my man from like basically like low level threat to like all hands on deck right now.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you got to remember, it's like when Spike came in season 2, he was a super high level threat because they were like, he's killed multiple Slayers before, and he's done all this stuff and everything. Like, he's been considered one of the most dangerous vampires that are out there. But it's just like, I guess maybe it's because, you know, we're seeing him in relation to Buffy all the time, and she's always able to defeat him. So it just makes him seem so much less of a threat than he really is. But it's understandable why, like, Cordelia was like, yeah, you should sweat when talking to Doyle.
Yeah, maybe this was their way of reminding us that Spike was there's like another side to Spike that because like I feel like they wouldn't have shown us him at his lowest for no reason if they didn't want us to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I feel like they're still trying to flesh him out and like give him that extra dimension, but like I also feel like they're still trying to reinforce the fact that he is like technically a villain, you know.
Right, exactly, because it's so easy.
With his own interests, at least.
Yeah.
Because, like, we've seen him act in ways that are for the good side, and we've seen him act in ways that are for the bad side.
Yeah, but like you said, it's always just been for his own interests at the end of the day.
Yeah. So I guess he's kind of become kind of like an anti-hero here.
Yeah, that's a good point. Definitely seems that way. Like, he can go either way or just be completely on his own path.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting. So I'm really interested to see what they do with Spike later on. Like I don't know if we're just getting one Spike episode a season now, or if they're gonna like use him a little bit later on. Like I'd
Hmm.
be very interested to see what they do with Spike, and I'm kind of glad that they put him on Angel, because now there's two chances that I could see him. Two more. There's another chance that I may be able to see him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. It feels like this show and this episode in general just made the potential for Angel, just in terms of like it made you realize like, wow, anybody can just pop up on any show. It seems like who would have
Yeah.
thought this could happen? So it makes you wonder who's next and all that type of stuff. So it really does feel like it's building that whole Buffyverse universe. You know what I
But
mean?
what I don't hope is I hope they don't make this like a I, not
Like
that I
a
don't want
super
it to be a
recurring thing.
habit, but
Hmm.
I just don't want it to be something that they lean on. I want
Yeah,
it to be something that they like sprinkle in, you
yeah,
know,
for sure.
that they know when to use. Like this felt like it was necessary. Like
Hmm.
Oz had to deliver the ring of the ring of the gem of Amara.
Yeah.
So like it made sense. We just found out about that in the last episode. Like so
Hmm.
it was a logical explanation for that to be like a crossover or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like I guess it all kind of tied Spike being in there, it all ties itself together, you know what I'm saying? This
Hmm.
he was the whole driving force of this gym in the last episode that we just watched.
Right.
So yeah, I think if they right now they have their hands on the wheel, and they're seemingly finding their footing. And like I said, this is I guess I knew I didn't I guess, and to me I feel like in the first couple episodes they're always going to be like setting the tone. So I feel like we can expect a lot of crossovers in this season, or not even in the season but in this show. But
Hmm.
I also feel like I said, it's going to be done. I'm predicting it'll be done like sparingly,
Yeah.
like
Makes sense.
because we have an original cast. We know, like we have Cordelia, Doyle, and Angel, and
Hmm.
I mean maybe they add like a fourth member or something, or maybe they don't. I don't really care one way or the other. I feel like a fourth member would be cool, but I also feel like the dynamic between the three of them is good.
Hmm.
It's strong.
Yeah, I agree with you and everything you said. It's good that they keep these shows, each of them being their own thing, but it's also cool that every now and then, like you said, they just kind of sprinkle in those little kind of crossover moments. And what I realized, what I thought about while we were talking about the episode beforehand, was the title of this episode is In the Dark, and the title of that last Buffy episode was Harsh Light of Day. So I was like, it's like they kind of mesh with each other. But then I was like, no, I don't want to say that right now, because then that might give
Yeah,
away that it could cross
it's a
over.
good thing you didn't say that.
Yeah, exactly. But I did want to just ask you to see if you would say like, since it's In the Dark and the last one was Harsh Light of Day, maybe, I just wanted to see if you would notice that or whatever beforehand. But yeah, that's cool
No,
how they
but I
did
did
that.
notice it. But that is pretty cool. Like it really is. It was kind of like a slick two-parter.
Right.
Like I feel real bad for the person who missed one of them, like
Hmm.
only saw Buffy that week or only saw Angel.
Yeah. It's like a multi-show two-parter. Pretty crazy. And
Yeah.
I think, I'm not sure. I might be totally wrong about this, but I think that when they aired originally, I think they aired on like Tuesday night or something. And I think like Buffy came on and then Angel came on. So like they came on back to back. So like it might have been like that Buffy episode happened and then immediately it went into this Angel episode if you were watching it that night. So that's pretty cool to think about.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Really nice little setup. It's like because like two-parters are on Buffy are usually reserved for the season finale.
Yeah, and sometimes they've had it like mid-season, like in season 2.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
true. That's true.
Yeah. I thought that this other villain guy this episode was really cool. This the guy that was doing the torturing.
Yeah.
I thought something about him, he was so weird and creepy, but like he was also just like very threatening, and I don't know, I just thought he was a nice little, one-off monster of the week, if you will, that they threw in there.
Yeah. He was pretty cool. Like his whole like vibe was different than any vampire I've seen before.
Definitely. I love it when they show like different types of vampires and like,
Yeah.
see vampires with different personalities and motives and stuff like that.
And it's like he said Spike said he likes children and he said like to eat.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought that's where I thought that ended.
Right. And I thought maybe they meant like, and I mean, maybe that is still where it ended. I don't know. But maybe he was just going to eat those people on the pier. But
Yeah.
I also was like, does he mean children like the innocence of humanity? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking he meant something more like, metaphorical. But then Angel was like, he said he likes kids. And they cut to the pier with all the kids. That was... And it's funny, like, how did they know that was the specific group of kids that he would go after? Had they said something?
Some things still remain to be seen.
Oh my gosh! Did Doyle like use his little Doyle sense, Spidey sense? Like, there's some kids
we learned
over
about
there.
his new ability. Like that was,
Mhm.
and honestly, I literally said, if it was just Spider-Man, all you'd have to do is just press the button, and then you could just see where everything was. A little waypoint thing will pop up, and you have to go to it.
Right, exactly. Like, yeah. You've been playing the video game a lot, I see. But yeah. Then let's see what else went down. Oz was cool to see, like we talked about. I don't think that was the same girl. She just reminded me of her at first, but it didn't. I guess it wasn't the same person. The Anne I was talking about at the beginning.
Yeah.
But she had reminded me of her at first. I also thought it was cool how Cordelia, like, it seems like we're watching Cordelia more and more kind of, grow into this kind of, evil fighter herself. Like, she had, like, the crossbow and everything. I was pulling up. So, this was a fun
really
episode.
coming into her own on this show, honestly. And yeah, this episode had a lot going for it.
For sure. So, I guess people were saying that Angel destroying the ring was similar to Rose throwing the diamond into the ocean in Titanic. I'm about to be reading facts now, by the way, everybody. But so it says, responding to the statement that Angel's decision to throw the ring is reminiscent of Rose throwing the priceless diamond into the ocean at the end of Titanic, producer Tim Minier says the difference is that she throws it in the water as if that means something about Jack. But it was the other guy's diamond, and I have no idea why she's throwing it in the water. However, it makes perfect sense for Angel to destroy the ring. Can he be trusted? That's the whole point of the series, Minier says. If he has the power to be invincible, what would happen if he spent eternity as Angelus? Angel knows that he can't be trusted. Think about Jenny Calendar. In that light, the ending makes sense to me.
Good point.
Yeah, I definitely think it was a good call for them to have Angel destroy the ring, too. Did you?
Yeah, like, I thought it would be a little weird, him just walking around invincible.
Would have changed the whole dynamic of the show too if he was just all of a sudden out in daylight all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was cool to show that, that's truly just not what he cared about. And what he said about, the world being built for the people that are walking around during the day, and he's there to protect the people at night. I thought that was pretty poignant. And it feels like another thing.
It really was.
It felt like another thing that kind of feels like it sets up the tone for this series. Like, we know this is what Angel is doing. He's protecting those people in the night that are often forgot about by the rest of the world. David Boreanaz actually was in a fair amount of pain during the torture sequences. He'd been in a car accident just before the episode was filmed. The accident did not severely injure him, but he's known to have sued the driver who caused the accident for problems his injuries caused during his work. Interesting. Have you seen the David Boreanaz on Punk'd segment?
No.
He was on Punk'd one time, and they like put glass in his wife's salad or something like that. And I think he was saying he was going to sue them and everything.
Dang. So is he just like to sue people?
Yeah, I guess he's a sewer. But I mean, I guess in both of these instances, I can understand it. I mean,
yeah.
Especially this. Well, I mean, both of them. But yeah, like the glass and the salad and everything. That's crazy. But anyway, he didn't say he was going to sue Punk'd. He was, before he knew it was a prank, he was saying he was going to sue the restaurant. Just to be clear. Okay, pop culture references. Spike's line quickly to the Angel Mobile, obviously parody to Batman and the Batmobile. There's a lot of other pop culture things here. Then, when Oz, in terms of goofs, bloopers, and continuity errors, when Oz turns the van around to head to the pier, the van makes a 180 bootleg turn into the foreground, but then the shot suddenly jumps to showing the van across the street with the camera in the same position. When Angel is running on the pier, it's visible that he's covered in pyro jelly with the ignition in his hand. Oh, I didn't notice that at all. And about 50 minutes in, the scene with Marcus and Angel, the position of Marcus and Angel change. Yeah, so they explain how it changed. So yeah, those are some of the goofs. So I guess that's pretty much all of the facts here. There's like a lot of like pop culture things and whatnot, but I don't know. I mean, they don't really relate that much to the actual episode. So yeah. Anyway, I guess that'll be it for now. Any final thoughts about the episode before we close out?
Nope.
Well, then go ahead and leave a comment down below, everybody. Let us know what you thought about this episode and our thoughts. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And head over to Patreon for the full uncut reactions weeks ahead of the YouTube schedule. Till next time, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Kylan.
We'll see you all later.